What if I told you that the most famous person on Instagram right now is not a pop star, not a Hollywood actor, not a footballer from Real Madrid or Barcelona? It is a 40-year-old goalkeeper from a tiny island nation that most people had never heard of before this World Cup. His name is Vozinha, and in just 48 hours, he went from complete anonymity to 14 million Instagram followers. This is his story. Cape Verde, a small chain of islands sitting in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean off the west coast of Africa. Population, just 600,000 people. This was their very first World Cup, their debut on the biggest stage football has ever seen, and they were handed the toughest possible opening match, Spain, the reigning European champions, a team packed with Champions League winners and international superstars. Every single person on earth expected Spain to win comfortably. Every single person except one, Vozinha. His real name is Elton Fernandez, but everyone in Cape Verde calls him Vozinha. He is 40 years old. Let that sink in. While most footballers retire in their early 30s, Vozinha was still playing, still training, still believing. He has spent his entire career playing in relative obscurity, in Portuguese lower leagues, in Cape Verde's domestic football, never once playing in a major European league, never once playing in a Champions League match, never once on a stage bigger than the African Cup of Nations. And yet, when Cape Verde needed him most, on the biggest night in their football history, Vozinha was ready. June 15th, 2026, Atlanta, Cape Verde versus Spain. From the very first minute, Spain attacked. They pressed. They created. They had the ball constantly. Pedri, Yamal, Oyarzabal, the best technical players in European football, throwing everything at Cape Verde's defense. And standing between Spain and glory was a 40-year-old goalkeeper that nobody outside Cape Verde had ever heard of. Save after save after save, diving left, diving right, punching crosses, reading the game with the calm of someone who had been preparing for this moment his entire life. For 90 full minutes, Vozinha was unbeatable. Spain, the European champions, could not score. The final whistle blew. Spain, 0. Cape Verde, 0. And the world went completely silent for a moment before erupting. Within minutes of the final whistle, Vozinha's name was trending on every social media platform on Earth simultaneously. People who had never watched a Cape Verde match in their lives were searching his name. Football fans from Brazil to Japan to Nigeria to the United Kingdom were all asking the same question. Who is this man? Before the match, Vozinha had a modest Instagram following, the kind of numbers you would expect from a goalkeeper playing in relative obscurity. But within 48 hours of that final whistle in Atlanta, his Instagram followers exploded to 14 million. 14 million in 48 hours. That is faster than almost any athlete in the history of social media. And now, incredibly, history is repeating itself. Curaçao goalkeeper Eloy, who produced an equally heroic performance to earn his tiny nation their first ever World Cup point, has seen his Instagram following jump from 120,000 to 650,000 in just 40 minutes after his match ended. World Cup 2026 is not just creating football heroes, it is creating global superstars overnight. Vozinha's story matters because it tells us something beautiful about football, that greatness does not always come with a famous club badge on your shirt, that heroes are not always the ones earning millions of pounds per week at Real Madrid or Manchester City. Sometimes the greatest moment of a career comes at 40 years old in a World Cup debut for a nation of 600,000 people against the European champions. Vozinha did not just save shots against Spain, he saved an entire nation's dream. He gave 600,000 people a moment they will talk about for the rest of their lives. And he reminded every single footballer playing in obscurity, in lower leagues, in small nations, in forgotten stadiums, that your moment can still come, no matter how old you are, no matter where you are from. Cape Verde, 600,000 people, World Cup debut. Spain, European champions, 0 goals. 0, and a 40-year-old goalkeeper with 14 million new followers who woke up the morning after that match and became the most talked about footballer on the planet. This is FIFA World Cup 2026. This is why we love this game. And we are still only in the group stage. Subscribe to FWC Hub right now. Hit the bell, because this tournament is delivering stories like this every single day, and we are going to make sure you never miss a single one of them.